Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Gail Grandison, and I am the chair of the Youth and Education Committee. The time is now 7:41 p.m. and I'd like to commence the meeting. I'm going to just go around the room, ask everyone to identify themselves, whether you're a board member or a committee member or both. Just give me 1 second. Let me place the screen over here so I can see. Okay, I'm going to start with Ann H. Is that Miss Hudson? Miss Hudson, is that you? Okay, maybe she can't hear me. Ayana G.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ayana Giles, and I am a committee member.
Thank you. Ryan Wharton.
Good evening. My name is Ryan Wharton. I'm a part of Community Board 17, and I'm my first time here.
Oh, welcome, Ryan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Janick Williams.
Good night. I'm Janique Williams, and I am on the Community Board 17.
Thank you. Let's see. What else can I see? Miss Duncan.
Good evening.
Good evening. Just introduce yourself quickly.
My name is Mrs. Duncan, community board member and committee member.
Thank you. France.
Hi, good evening. I'm neither a committee member nor a board member. I am a resident of East Flatbush and I'm a public health advocate.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Ms. McCain Brown.
Good evening, everyone. Monica McCain Brown, committee member.
Good evening. Einan Barrett.
And I'm a new committee member.
Are you on the board also?
Yes.
Okay, I thought I did see your name. Okay, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
CK Price. CK, are you there? Can you hear me?
CK Price, not a board member. I'm not sure if I'm a committee member anymore because I wasn't receiving emails for a while.
Oh, okay. We have to see what happened. Okay. Venencia Cologne.
Yeah.
Please introduce yourself.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Venancia Cologne and a committee member.
Thank you.
Hello.
Edith.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Hi. Oh, hi, Miss Ann.
And yes, I'm sorry. I was having some problems with my microphone. So I was having some problems with my microphone, and it seems to be working now.
Okay.
May I go ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, my name is Ann Hudson, and I am a committee member.
Welcome, Miss Ann.
Thank you.
Edith Mark.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Edith Mark. I'm a board member as well as a committee member.
Thank you. Mr. Tate.
Good evening, all. George Tate, member.
Thank you, Mr. Tate. Let's see who we miss. Miss Graham.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Rose Graham, board member and community member.
Thank you, Miss Graham.
Of course.
Melissa Judd.
Hi, I'm Melissa Judd. I think I'm a board member.
You think you're a
I like
board
that.
member?
I like that. I think.
I think. Oh my goodness.
I got an email from the borough president saying that I'm a board member.
Then you are a board member. I like that. She said, I think I'm a board member. I would have to look up the list to see, but if you got that email from the borough president's office, you are a board member, and so welcome. Let's see. Miss Walls. Miss Walls. Are you there? Okay. Welcome back. Oh, stepped away. Oh.
I'm here.
Okay. Hi. Can you just introduce yourself?
I'm coming out of one meeting, coming into another.
Into another.
Sorry. Simone
No.
Monet Walls, committee member. Good evening, everyone.
And thank you for being here. Let's see. I thought I saw or speaker on. Yes, Miss Allison Liu. You can just give us a quick hello. No need to go in that because we're going to do a whole bigger introduction with you, but let them know who you are.
I'm Allison Liu. I am a community organizer for New Yorkers United for Childcare, and I'm very excited to be with you all tonight and share a bit about what we're trying to do for New York families. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. So we're going to hear from Miss Liu a little later about what is happening in the world of childcare. Did I capture everyone? Okay, so I just want to go into the chairperson report, which is going to not be lengthy. So as many of you might have heard or known or didn't know, or chairperson Rudy Daly was laid to rest after a long battle. And you know, it's bittersweet. It's such a moment. I've been friends with Rudy for about 20 years or so more. We both met on the education committee before it was joined. Thank you, Francis. Before the youth and education were combined, it was just the education committee. This is when Miss Orlinda McInnes, some of you might remember her, was chairing that committee. And, you know, Rudy was a member of that. So I think this was like from 2005. Yeah, I had met him. We, you know, both was on that committee. At one point, he had chaired the committee for a short period of time, but due to there was a conflict of interest because he was principal and, you know, at my 11 and assistant principal at my 11, and you know, he had to step down from there because they thought it was a conflict of interest. him being a principal and dealing with other schools and, part of it DOE also. So he is very much missed. It is a lot for me. There's some changes. For those who go to the board meeting next Wednesday, our second vice chair, Ms. Montserrat Oni, is now the interim chairperson. We are coming up to elections in June, so there will be a new chairperson. Actually, there will be a new entire executive. Yeah. Unless we choose, some of the same folks are running. But for you folks who are on the board, just know that we welcome you to, run for a position if you feel like you want to take on that extra volunteering opportunity besides just coming and sitting there, but you are, part of the executive members. Elections is open to everyone. So as I say that, I'm going to move into, we are also coming on to near the end of the school year. And once again, it is certificates. Folks will be from the schools will be looking for certificates. So you can spread the word that CB17 Youth and Education will be giving out certificates. There will be a form that will be sent out to the schools. We will share it with you. Hi, Kamara. We will share the form with you. If it's a daycare, private school, charter school, public school, whatever, they have a graduating class, we are always happy to provide them with the certificates. It is based on what area they want to give it in, whether it is valedictorian, salutatorium, award for outstanding academic performance, whatever. Doesn't matter. You tell us the category, we will create that certificate for you. We will be starting at the beginning of June. So June 1 is when all of that information will go out, and we will close off in the second week of June. Let me see, that would be the 13th, because graduations are usually starting from that third week. So they might be some that's earlier, so we'll do those first, and then anyone that's that third week, we'll get them out. So just spread the word about award certificates.
Spread the word.
Can the person who can you please mute yourself? I can't. Miss Sinclair, can you see who? Okay, thank you. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Simone Monet. Do we have to apply or recommit to the committees every year? I can't remember. I don't remember. I remember not having to do that, but I'm not sure if they.
We do not have to do it, but what I'm going to do, because as I had noticed at one of the previous meetings, we have a lot of people who came on to the committee and do not attend. And it causes, we have not been able to approve the minutes for a while. So I'm looking at a list where we have like 39 people on this committee. And that is not, I don't even get 20 on here, or actually it should be 21, half plus one. As I always say, thank goodness that we don't have to, vote on anything that's serious like that, although the minutes are serious. So I think what I'm going to do is for this month, and just to verify for next month, I am going to go through the list once again. Those folks that have only attended 1 or 2 meetings, I will reach out to them, letting them know, like, hey, you've only attended 1 or 2 meetings for the year. We are taking you off the committee list. If you need to reapply, please reach out to the board to do that. And for those folks who are here more than once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, we will keep you on the list. So next month you will know for sure. And actually before that, you will get an email from me detailing all of that information. So, and if you're like on that list where I would say you do not need to reapply. Okay. It's just
Good evening. Sorry for my tardiness. This is Terry Smith. I'm calling in.
Carrie Smith. Hi, Miss Smith.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for my tardiness.
That's okay. Thank you for being here.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So that was about the awards. A couple of things that came in. So let's see. We were supposed to have tonight someone, Justin Polino, who was going to discuss about parent access to student reading data and local school options. Unfortunately, they were not able to make it. So next week, we're going to have them at the meeting. Very interested to hear around the reading data, how that is going. Let's talk about it, Inc. We have a trauma-informed mental health training and consulting organization that's dedicated to supporting students, families, educators, and school communities through engaging in impactful social, emotional learning programming. They have various workshops. I'm going to forward this to Ms. Sinclair for her to share with you. If you know anyone that's interested in these kind of programs and need some training, that they can hop on, call up and see if it can help them. Another one is Let's Talk About It Inc. Parent Workshops. And it's a high school seniors night. If you have any kids or nieces, nephews, grandkids, whoever, parent workshop. It's beyond graduation, parenting the next chapter. And there's a series of topics. Once again, I'm going to have Miss Sinclair share this with you. I'm trying to see the date because usually they send it at such a late time. It just says sign up today. That's weird. Am I missing the date? No. So it's what it is a series of workshops that's designed for parents of graduating seniors. And it says gain practical tools, emotional support, and strategies to help your teen thrive in their next chapter. So I'm going to have Miss Sinclair once again forward this to you if it's something that you would love to attend. Okay, I think I had 1 or 2 more things for you before I hopped into our events. Okay, that's it. Those couple of things. So some of the things that I have here, I'm just going to leave first for old business. It is 8 o'clock, and just so you guys know, our next board meeting is next Wednesday, the 20th at 7 o'clock p.m. at SUNY Downstate. If you can attend, please do so. That would be great. And here ends my report. Any questions? Okay. Seeing there's none, I am going
I have a
to.
question. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you become a committee member?
So there's a form that you fill out through Miss Sinclair. Is the link on the website for people to become committee members?
Yes, it is. But I can drop it in the chat as well.
Yes, please do. So you fill out the form, and there has been some changes around it. Excuse me. So I think one of the things they want is that before you officially are granted approval to join the committee, that you at least attend 2 or 3 meetings. This was done because we had folks who filled out the form, never came back at all, or attended one meeting and then never came back. So they want people to, yes, you can fill out the form, but come to a meeting, see what's happening, give your input, be part, be interactive among the group while you're in the meeting. See if it's something that holds your interest. And then if you feel like, hey, I'm not feeling this is not part of it for me, then you know that you haven't gotten approval. But if it's something and you keep coming back, I think it's after 2, I can't remember exactly, 2 meetings or 3, something like that. But then you get approved to be in the committee. And I think it was, as Miss Wall had said, no, I'm sorry, someone had said earlier, you don't have to reapply every year. You're just a sitting member of that committee for however long you want.
And a follow-up question is, do you have to be a board member to be a committee member?
Not at all. Not at all. Committee members can be anyone from the community who has a vested interest in any of the committees on the board. They do not have to be a board member. The only thing, being a board member, it means that you get to vote on board stuff. As a committee member, also an approved committee member, you vote on committee stuff if things come to the committee. But if you're at a board meeting, you're not allowed to vote at board meetings. Only members of the board can vote. Oh, I see.
Okay. Thank you for your clarity.
You're welcome. And Miss Sinclair just dropped the link in the chat. Okay, so what I want to do now is to ask our guest speaker, Miss Lou, to introduce herself, and she is going to give us some information that some of us readily needs to know, especially us with young kids, about childcare across New York City, what is happening, the ins, outs, and all the good stuff. So, Miss Lou, take it away, please.
Thank you so much, Miss Grandison. Is it all right if I share a slide?
Yeah. Let me know if it's letting you, or I can tell Miss Sinclair.
Let's see.
My camera is freezing at times, so if you see me turn it off, I'm not running away from you guys. I'm just trying to get it.
Let's see.
Stop buffering.
go to the first slide. Okay. Are you able to see the deck?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So I am Allison Liu. I am a community organizer here with New Yorkers United for Childcare. I'm also a mom of a 4-year-old. This is my son, Asher. This is us eating a peanut butter sandwich on a bus up to Albany in February. He came up with me to advocate for universal childcare for New York families. And I got started with the organization when we were about to apply for 3K for my son. Previously, our family went into debt to pay for childcare. And so we were really looking forward to the free 3K program. And if we had not gotten a seat in 3K, we probably would have left New York. So we're strong believers in universal childcare, and are excited to get more of it for New York. So our organization, like our big mission is to build power of parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, friends, neighbors, like anybody who wants families to be able to afford to stay here in New York. Building political power to win universal childcare for all kids in New York State, 0 to 5 years old. Like I'd mentioned, like back when we were applying for 3K, we were really excited, about 3K, but then we started hearing about all of these cuts that the past mayor was making to universal childcare programs, including 3K, and realized, like we could do something about it. We could organize parents around this very specific issue, and try to like protect against cuts to 3K, which we were able to do. This is one of our amazing parent leaders, who lives in East Flatbush and is an amazing advocate with us. So we're only like a couple years old. We like launched at the end of 2023, and we're now 12,000 folks all over the city, and now like expanding into the state as well. This is one of our tiny advocates when we did a stroller brigade in front of City Hall with like babies and strollers like a year ago when we launched a campaign. So yeah, here's some of like the numbers behind the cost of childcare right now. So New Yorkers spend $14 billion out of their own pockets for childcare every year, with the average cost per child like at about $22,000 a year. And this is like pushing families not just out of New York City, but also out of New York State, with like families with young kids about 40% more likely to leave New York. And like this kind of like exodus of folks leaving because they cannot afford childcare has cost just New York City alone $23 billion in like economic activity. I think this was just in like 2022. There was like a $23 billion loss in economic activity. Oh, sorry. My son is gonna just come say goodnight to me. Do you want to say hi? You can't see people right now. Can you wave? Okay. Good night. You have to go back. Hi. Okay. Mom's talking to somebody right now. Okay, I'll come get you right in a second. Go with Dada. Thank you. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. Go with Dada. Thank you. We're going through bedtime over here. But yeah, like, and a lot of like this kind of like economic activity that we've lost is not just folks leaving the state, but also like mostly women leaving the workforce either part-time or completely. So like the New York City comptroller last year released a report showing to like, in order to really afford that $22,000 average cost of childcare per kid per year, you would need, or family would need to earn over $334,000 annually to really like not feel that cost. And most families are not earning this much. And a lot of the families we meet are, essentially taking on debt in order to pay for childcare so they can work. So how we define universal childcare is it's free. It's like all kids 0 to 5, full day, which is 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And close to home or office or wherever families need to be, and then also easy to apply. So right now, when you apply for 3K and pre-K, which is like free childcare, free universal childcare for 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds in New York City, you just need to say, I live here and my child is this age. So, and we want that to be the case for like newer universal programs that roll out as well. So in the 2.5 years that we've been active, first we ran a campaign to save 3K from the previous mayor's cuts. And then in our second year, we launched a campaign to push for expansion of universal childcare programs to 2-year-olds. And now we have a commitment from the mayor to start what's called 2K, free childcare for 2-year-olds, this fall. So this fall, 2,000 2-year-olds in New York City will have free universal childcare. The next year, there's a commitment for 10,000 more kids. And by the end of the mayor's term, in 2029, they've committed to rolling that service out to all 60,000 New York City 2-year-olds, which we're really, really excited about. We've also fought for statewide pre-K as well, because in New York City, there's free universal childcare for 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds, but outside of the city, there's still not very many programs for 3K or pre-K. And so, yeah, we're really excited about this kind of statewide win as well. So kind of our next steps are to continue to, hold our elected officials accountable to rolling out 2K completely in New York City. We're also, going to be pushing for a full day and full year 3K and pre-K, because right now 3K and pre-K end at 2:30 p.m. and only run from September to June. So families who, need care till 5 or 6, which is most families here, it's really hard to make it work if the 3K offering is only till 2:30 or only September to June. And we also want every New York family who has young kids to have access to universal free childcare as well, no matter if they live here, Long Island, Albany, Buffalo. Our goal is eventually to push it out to the whole state. So there's a few different ways to get involved. One is by signing our universal childcare petition, which helps us tell your elected officials that there's hundreds of people. When we're able to meet with elected officials, we can tell them hey, you have 800 people in your community who want universal childcare. Please fight for us. We also have local meetings in Brooklyn. We do have a meeting that's a citywide kind of mini conference on Saturday, May 30th. That's coming up, where we're bringing in universal childcare experts. The mayor's executive director of childcare is going to be coming. We have Jen Gutierrez, who is the chair of the, I think it's early childhood education subcommittee, is coming, and they're going to be talking about how we, won universal childcare up to this point. And then we'll also start dreaming about kind of the next phase of our campaign. Now that we've won 2K, what do we want to do moving forward? So we'd love to have anyone who's interested join us in for our mini conference to learn more about universal childcare, but also to join us in planning, how we're going to help New York families afford to raise their kids here. And yeah, we also have a monthly donor program that's $5 a month, $2 a month, whatever you're able to give, helps us provide free childcare at our in-person meetings, helps us, cover train fare for people if they need it to kind of like break down any obstacles to like engaging with us. But yeah, that's what I have for you today. Any questions?
Thank you, Allison. So I do have some questions, because I know we're about to roll out the whole 2K. So these providers, are existing providers, yes, and then new providers, right? There are new, or maybe I should ask. We know that the existing providers are there, but some of them are limited, right? Because you can only have certain amount of kids per adults. Have you seen like a rush or know of like new applications coming into the city for people to be providers and how that is going?
Yeah, so it's really exciting because like as we've, spoken to thousands of parents all over the city who tell us like, hey, like my daycare wants to become like a 3K provider, or now it's a 2K provider. For the first time in 5 years, the city actually opened up this year applications for new centers, or new, like home providers as well. Like they've really been very proactive about working with existing infrastructure as much as they can, and trying to improve the system as well. So yeah, from what we sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, from what we understand, there is definitely like an interest in having a mix of like centers and like home group family home environments for like the 2K programs, recognizing that like people want different things when it comes to care for 2-year-olds.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just interested in that because well, and I feel like this is more a question for someone from within the mayor's office who is dealing, in the universal child care program, maybe to speak to us to give us some more information, because it would be interesting to see if there are changes in how they're vetting people, being that they're getting more applications. Is it stricter, or did they lax it just to be able to move forward to accommodate the enrollment that they will get? Because what we don't want to happen is that, we let the wrong person be a provider, and this starts, just a whole set of different issues around, who the city is vetting to let them watch our children. So I would be interested to hear how that process is going. And also, like, what is the quality of these daycares, right? Because I can only imagine, folks just figuring, hey, I got a house, I got this downstairs, and let me just open a daycare because now, there's somewhere I can make some money or what. So I am really concerned of how that vetting process, the quality of these daycares, and how much oversight that they're getting from the city just to see what is happening. The other thing is, we know that the city would be paying, that was the other thing also, that the city will be paying these daycares. But I also know that we are in the midst of the budget season, although the mayor said the budget has been passed. What is it, 127 point something billion, something like that. But they just got influx of money from the state. I think the state gave the city 8 billion, but it still has to go through the approval of the legislature. Was the money earmarked beforehand for this?
Yeah, that's a really great question. So we recognize that we would need state money. We do need state money to roll out free universal childcare for 0 to 5 year olds. Like up to this point, a lot of the funding for, well, up to this point, like all of the funding for 3K has come from the city. And the state had never contributed to that before. So the governor has committed dollars to expand 3K for like the first time ever, contributing. So like 1,000 more kids will have access to free 3K seats in their neighborhoods, which is really exciting. They've also committed dollars for like the next 2 years for 2K. And like what we're like so excited about that, like over the moon, because it's been, amazing to see just normal people like come together, like rally outside of City Hall, go up to Albany, like make calls to their legislators, and actually see them like respond in such a huge way. But like what we're still looking for is like sustainable revenue. Like we want these programs to last. And right now, like I think they're on the path, perhaps, but like that's something we're going to continue to like push for as well. But yes, like once the state budget passes, which is like it's now over like almost a month and a half late. It was supposed to pass.
Yeah.
But once like that, yeah, like once the state budget is finalized, the city does have to use those dollars for 2K and 3K for that purpose.
Yeah. No, I meant if there was a more at the state. If she, I know she did say that she was going to, put that money in there for 2K and 3K, but was it earmarked specifically, like a done deal, and not because the budget they haven't passed their budget yet. So I'm like,
Yeah.
please don't go back now and be like, oh, we got to make some cuts or what.
Yeah, I
But
mean, it's not over till it's over,
yeah,
certainly.
yeah.
But it would be it would be really we would be surprised.
Yeah, if it's
You know,
removed, it doesn't happen. But I'm never surprised when it comes to New York State budget. Trust me, it's something that we watch very carefully at my job because it has consequences for us and stuff. So between the city and the state, like it's just turmoil, put you in jitters when it comes around this time. But I'm glad you mentioned about the sustainability part of it, to find sustainable dollars, because that was going to be my next question for you, because we know, the mayor has 4 years. This was his initiative. So we need to figure out, and I guess I don't know if this is the next step of the plan for you guys, of figuring out a way of getting, dollars after 20, what was it? It said 28, 29, to continue to fund this initiative, whether it be private funds somehow that you're able, private dollars. Yes, you'll have to be back in Albany again, advocating and fighting whoever, if the governor is still the governor or if there's a new governor, the legislative body might look different also because we got midterms coming up. Like, it's their sustainability plan that you guys will be focusing on to be able to maintain this, not for just these 4 years, but another 4 years or so.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have also like a 5-year roadmap essentially that I can share.
Nice.
That's like if we were to achieve universal free childcare for all New York families, this is what it would look like. And so I can share that as well. But
Oh,
yeah, any other questions or
someone
thoughts?
said Jeff Bezos just donated 100 million to the cause. Was that directly
I
to
did.
New York City, Miss
Yes.
Wall? Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Yes. To
Oh,
anti-poverty charity Robin Hood to establish, an endowment for the early childhood. So this is just the first of donations that he'll be making. And it's because pretty much his mother was at one point a part of the early childhood community.
okay. Nice, nice. I see where my Amazon money's going. Okay. I'm not mad with that. And you know, there is what is his name? At Robin Hood, Chris Caruso used to work for the Department of Education also, and he is one of the um, key players at he's the executive director. Oh, oh no. Yeah, at Robin Hood. At Robin Hood also. I just saw something. I was like, wait, no, Chris is not gone from Robin Hood. He's still there.
Yeah, his
Um,
mother was Jeff Bezos' mother is a former board member of
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Grandison, is Mr. Bury still there?
I think he is. I think Rich is still there. Yes. Yes, he is. He is still
Ms.
there.
Lulu?
Yes, go ahead, please ask.
Thank you. Thank you for coming, Miss Lou. I think it's really helpful to hear about this conversation because I think, as you said before, specifically for yourself, but many families, it's really hard to stay in the city when you can't afford childcare. And so my question is like, your group that you work for it's an organizing body, but it's not a governance body. Like you don't really get to cast a vote into these matters. So do you all have a plan as to how you can kind of embed yourself in our legislature or in our governance body in order to have more of a say? And if not, what is needed from like the average citizen to ensure that these policies and these ideas get passed through?
Yeah, that's a really great question. And it's, something that like I experienced as a parent about to apply for universal childcare here, where I was like, on one hand, really excited about universal childcare, but then like devastated to find out that there were just like cuts and cuts and cuts made to the programs. And then like getting in touch with this organization and feeling really empowered to know what to do. Like, hey, like this is how you meet with your city council member. This is what you say. Here are the talking points. This is how you can, speak to press and share your story, because we've seen, a lot of success with that, like making the like childcare affordability crisis very personal. Like we do essentially like leadership development of parents or just anybody who wants to become like a universal childcare advocate. We have like trainings on exactly like how to speak in like a public setting, how to meet with your city council member and get them to do what you want them to do. And we're really excited about building power for parents as like a group of community members for kind of the first time around this very specific issue of universal childcare, and have seen a lot of success with that. And like welcome anybody who'd like to join us to come, because like it's like not any one person doing like a huge effort by themselves, but it's all of us, like thousands of us, like all over the city, doing what we can when we can, that has really like got us to this point where we're winning free childcare for younger kids for the first time ever, and really becoming a place that like prioritizes families, because families have like exercised their power as community members, as voters, to hold elected officials accountable.
Thank you. And I would say for myself, what would be, or I guess for you, to me, what would be something is that's the next fight, right? Like if we're still talking about this conversation and I want to speak about it with my friends or my peers or my colleagues, what should I be saying is the thing that we should be fighting for right now? or speaking about?
Yeah, that's something that we're thinking through right now. We were not expecting to win 2K just like a year later into our campaign. So we're kind of a little like we're in a little bit of shock still from this like just rapid pace that we're moving at. So we'd love to have you or any of your friends who are interested join us on May 30th, where we're essentially going to be like brainstorming what we're going to do next. Like, because the expansion to Universal Child, like 2K, was actually something that our parents dreamed up in just like a community meeting, essentially. And then we're just like, let's go. So like we're excited to dream up kind of like that next thing. Like it could be like we do want to keep our elected officials accountable to rolling out 2K completely. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that. But there is also things that families need for 3K and pre-K, like having it be full day, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., or like full year, not just September to June. So those are some of the things that we've been hearing from our parents, just like one-on-one, what they're interested in fighting for. But yeah, like we're very much parent led. It's like what we're asking for, what we're fighting for is like what parents are telling us they want and need.
That's really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Anyone else has any other questions for Ms. Lou? Okay, seeing none. And Ms. Lou is gonna, Allison, are you presenting or you said someone else is gonna present next week at the board meeting?
Yes, one of our parent volunteers, Stephanie, will be there. And she'll also have our petition, our paper petition there, if any of you would like to sign in person. I'm always trying to be two places at once, so she helps me do that. But yes, she will be there. And just like during the public comment section of the meeting, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You can. Well, when you say the publics, I do have you down as a separate presentation.
Oh, okay.
So just make sure that you let her know to when she gets there to ask for me. So that we can connect before and I can just walk her through what she's going to need to do and stuff. But
Okay,
thank
great.
you.
I'll connect you on email.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you so much,
So much. I need to make sure
Allison.
my son is actually in bed.
Yeah.
So I'll need to leave. But thank you so much, everybody, for having me. And we'd love to see you on May 30th if you're available. We have free childcare at our meetings and snacks.
Okay, great. Awesome. Awesome. Thank
Thank
you. Appreciate your time.
I appreciate you as well.
Have a
Have a
good
good
night.
night.
So there are a couple of things that I forgot to mention. A little all over the place here tonight, but so Miss Judd, are you still here with us?
I am.
Okay, so Miss Judd, her organization has I call it the rail, but it's it's REAL, but you know it's periods in between. Lego competition, and I'm gonna ask her to just like for a minute or so tell us what that is about.
So it's real is actually an acronym for Reaching Excellence in Achievers and Leaders. And we are hosting a Lego competition where the students will sign up and they will be put in groups of 4 to 5, depending on how many people we can get signed up. And they will put together like robotic things using Legos. So at the end of the competition, they will be able to, I guess, use a remote control or computer program to actually use their what they put together with the remote control. So it's actually a very big thing in other communities, and I haven't seen it in our community, and we partnered with the East Flatbush Community Partnership, and they're helping sponsor the event for us. So it is robotic centered, but it's using Legos. So they're going to be creating things like drones, or they're going to be creating things like robotic equipment where they use a remote control to have it go from point A to point B. And it's a competition, so they are giving prizes. I think the first place prize will go to I think it's $125, but it will be split amongst the team. Second place, I think it's 150, and then 75, or 75 and 100 or something like that. So yeah, it's a competition. And the people that we're putting together, they don't know each other, so it's gonna make it a little bit more community based, where we come together as a community, put together this equipment, and then win some prizes.
Well, thank you. Just so you know, because I was like, I saw this in my email, but then I realized that you sent it to the old email address that we had. That's why I couldn't find it in the new one.
Oh, sorry.
But that's okay. I just forwarded it to Miss Sinclair so she can send
Oh,
it out to the group. If you're interested in attending with one of your kids, and it's May 23rd. Yes. So you have some time to see. I know kids love Legos. Oh my goodness. I don't know why. I feel like they're just blocks that I keep stepping on.
No, they're
You know?
fun.
They are fun.
Yeah,
And now
they
and
are.
Legos aren't like the old school Legos. Like, these Legos
Mm-mm.
actually do some things,
Yes.
and they actually come with like computerized pieces, battery
Yeah.
operated, and they actually are doing a lot. Like, Legos have stepped up their
Yeah, they really have.
they have
Um,
stepped it up. And now they're doing drones, they're doing, like I said,
yeah,
robots, they're doing vehicles. But it's a fun activity and they never grow old. So kids from, I think we have 6 to 13 that are the age range that we're looking for. And we're gonna
okay.
have, like, depending on, the age range, that's the group you're gonna be in. It should be about 8 groups. And we're hoping to, bring technology, robotics to our community, because it's something
Okay.
that's missing.
I like it. I like it. I love it. I love it.
Appreciate you. Thank you for bringing it up.
Really great. Yes. And Mr. Tate, there is the wellness fair at Flatbush Gardens. Free HIV testing, chair massage, raffles, wellness education, and more. This will be on May 15th, this Friday, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it's going to be happening at the Flatbush Garden Community Center, which is located at the corner of Foster and Brooklyn. So if you are off that day or home, just pop by and support the wellness fair at Flatbush Gardens. Anything else we should know about this, Mr. Tate?
no, that's all I know. Basically, it's from 10 to 4. And it's they normally have different. They have like the chair massage and all that.
Yeah.
Yes, but it should be a nice event.
Okay.
But I had something else to send you, but I sent you that flyer to 3 different. I don't know where you got it from. Because I texted to you because I have one more thing to send you. Which email should I send it to?
You can send it to, wait, where did you send it
J-
to originally? Send it
I
to
think
oh, you send
J-
it to my personal. You can send it there.
eh?
Yeah, Gail Grandison at Gmail.
Gmail. Okay,
You can
I
send
send
it
it
there.
to you to both, and then I also text you. So I'll send you one more thing, which is
Okay, that would be great.
thank you.
Okay, while you're doing that, so let's get into old business. So, essay writing competition. I am very disappointed because we only got 2 entries. And my plan is to open it again. What do you guys think? And it seems like it's 2 entries from the same household, siblings. This time I was going to aggressively market it to see if we can get at least a few more students. What do you guys think?
Good night,
Hi.
everyone. This is Janique Williams. Um, I would suggest definitely reopening it and maybe looking into elite learners, community maybe even Shirley Chisholm recreational center, dropping off flyers there, making an announcement. Also the churches in the district and in the community, so that more people can know about it. I'm also a member of Saint Therese of Lisieux Church on Avenue D in Troy. I can also
Yes.
bring flyers, and you always welcome to come and speak to the youth ministry to try to get more outreach,
No.
because right now I also am a healthcare worker at Brookdale Medical Center, and right now, we all see it, the rising violence, and now it's not even gun violence anymore. It's added now to a lot of stabbings, and so it's like really,
Yeah.
times when, put that to paper and just, maybe express yourself differently, and they need to know and learn different avenues. So
Yeah.
I think it's important to not shut it down, but maybe just
Yeah.
try to,
I
get
agree.
us all involved, so you don't have to feel like you're doing it by yourself as well. Maybe we can do it that way, so we can all be hands-on and help.
Thank you. I was thinking the same thing. What do you, anyone else with any thoughts?
I think
This is mm.
extending it would be a great idea. I think during the time,
I'm sorry, Miss Judd. Just state your name so that
oh,
it's for the record
sorry,
that we
it's
need
Melissa
to.
Judd. I was saying that I think during the time that the competition was the time frame, it was also testing season. So that's could be that could have been a
Yeah.
pivotal moment for a little lax in the amount of children that participated. So
Yeah.
extending it would be probably a great idea.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reopen it tomorrow, and I'm gonna work with Miss St. Clair. I know that Miss St. Clair, we had I think we sent it to elected officials, CBOs, the schools and stuff. So you're right. Testing might have been, one of the issues around, students paying attention. I'm hoping that our students still like to write and be creative.
I have
So,
a question.
name who's
This is Simone Monet. I have a
oh,
question.
yes, Miss Walls.
So my question is, could it be, for example, poetry might be a little more interesting because, as one of our members just mentioned, children are really into the hip hop era and or songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if poetry might be one of the entry requests in addition to the essay
We
writing.
could do that.
And
We can add a poetry
my
section to
question
it.
is, how many children have in the previous years have you had? What are the numbers you're looking for in relation to the last 2 years, for example?
So this is the first time that we're doing it. The
I
other
thought
time,
it was last year.
no, we didn't do it last year. The other times that I've done it has been
Okay.
and this was me not working with CB17, but with the 6-7 precinct, the youth division.
Okay,
Um,
that's where I'm confusing
yeah,
it with that. Yes.
that's what
I'm
it is.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
So last year, what were the numbers on the 67th?
they didn't do it last
They didn't
year,
do it
so
the year
they
before.
they have not done it for a couple of years
Oh, okay.
because I don't know if anyone knows Detective Barry. She was the one who used to spearhead a lot of those programs over at the 6-7. And she got reassigned, and since she's been reassigned, Mr. Tate, you were part of that group also with us, yes?
Yes.
Yes. There hasn't been a essay writing competition.
What were
So
the
this
numbers, if you
oh,
can remember?
there were a lot.
When is
I
it?
Like
want to say,
over
No.
30?
yes.
Oh, okay,
le-
great.
Yeah.
So is there any way we can get in touch with the 67th well, not with her per se, but maybe or her, and see how it was marketed? Because I do recall hearing about it
Yeah.
I thought for
So
whatever reason I thought it was still going on.
no,
Uh,
no. If
but
it was still going on, I would have collaborated with her
right.
on it from here.
Because
Definitely
my
not
thing is,
making.
however they marketed it, maybe we can just not reinvent the wheel and get, use that same formula, especially since they're not doing it anymore.
Well, the thing is, it was marketed because Detective Barry was the person who part of her job was being in the schools, right? So she was at the schools, um, and she also got the explorers and stuff. I did send it to her. I also did
Okay.
send it to her, but she was like that marketing person because she was physically,
She had a physical presence
yes,
and there was
yes, in
engagement around
schools and
her
engagement,
person.
yes,
I got it. Okay.
right, with
Thank
the schools, the parent coordinators, all these people and stuff because she was in the schools. So she
Yeah,
was able to get it, market that way. What were you going to say, Mr. Tate?
I was going to ask if I could chime in. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. Also, I think you could speak to Detective Mark Pierre. I think at the end um, after Sabari got promoted and went to Police Plaza, he was kind of working with it. But the way they had it, they had like a committee, and I believe like Sandiford was also part
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
committee.
Sanford was there. He's
Yeah,
no
so
longer,
yeah,
he no longer really does stuff. You know who was a good person? Miss Smalls. Because Miss Smalls was, she was part of the group. She didn't score anything.
uh,
But
Smalls, Marietta, or
yeah,
another
Marietta.
Small, Marietta
Yeah.
Small. Okay, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because we all worked in that together. I know
Yeah.
Pat was is kind of did it from the civilian side, but Pat is
Yeah.
not doing too well. So yeah, but it's something that yeah, you could talk to Mark Peer, Detective Peer, and see maybe he could give you some insight on how
Yeah.
we could coordinate with the police department if
Was
needed.
Detective Davis, he's not there because he was one of the youth officers. Is he, or he's no longer doing that?
I'm not sure if he's still there, quite frankly. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to double check on
Okay.
that.
All right. I think what I'm going to try to do is go to the um I'll see if I can make it Thursday to the precinct meeting, and if I can get some flyers and take them over there. I'll ask Mr. Backerdine as he's now heading that um committee. But we are
If
also,
if if you could take
Mhm.
the flyers,
Huh?
are you going to ask them if you could take the flyers
Yeah,
or?
I'm gonna ask him if I can, just get like a minute to speak or so.
Oh, yes, there's no need to, I am part of the board. I am the treasurer,
Oh,
so
you are?
yes, but there's no need
Okay.
to bring, because there's a community session that, then they will actually take any community announcements. You could come and
Yes.
put the flyers on the table, and then, when it's the community session, you could get up and speak. Or if you want to put up the flyers until you speak, it's up to you. But I would recommend putting
Mm-hmm.
the flyers on the table because as people come in, they pick up the flyers from the table. And
Okay.
you don't need permission for that or anything.
Right.
Yes,
Okay, great, great, great. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
you're
So I'm
welcome.
gonna make that on Thursday. What time is 7 o'clock? Is it? It's not
I'm
tomorrow,
sorry,
right?
I was mute. No, it's next week.
Next
It's
week. Yeah.
yeah, it's the day after our community board.
After the board, yes. So next week, I'll plan to attend that meeting, just so we get that information. Also, we have a new part-time staff that's coming on, and during the interview, she sounds like really great when it comes to being very proactive and marketing stuff. Like she's the person to go to. So I think she should start next week. Am I correct, Miss Sinclair? Is she Miss Sinclair?
She started already.
Oh, she did. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. She'll probably see me tomorrow or Friday. Well, not Friday, I can't. Tomorrow. So I can get those flyers out and work with her to figure out some kind of marketing strategy around this. The other thing is Youth Happening. Yeah, it's back. And this year, what I plan to do for Youth Happening is we're going to dedicate Youth Happening to Mr. Daly because this was his thing. As I said previously, Mr. Daly was a principal. He was, all about education, family, community. Last year, as he was there, if some of you were there, I couldn't get that mic away from him. I just left him with that mic, because he talked the entire time, right? So I want to dedicate from the Youth and Education Committee, Youth Happening. It's a day of dedication to Mr. Daly. I'm still in the planning stages. I have a flyer and everything. But I want to make this day that his remembrance day. I do miss him because now he would probably be on this call talking everybody's head off about everything that's happening. The room has just gotten a bit quieter, sadly. So I also plan with Youth Happening. I need some volunteers, people to help me out. Just email me, let me know. I am trying to get the dental trucks. Someone said to me about a bouncy house. I gotta see how that works out. The FDNY firehouse, the NYPD rock climbing. My daughter promised that she's going to try to set up a basketball clinic, and have them do like a field sports day. Now we know that the field is under construction. Don't think it will be ready by the time I forgot to do the most important thing, the date, July 23rd. This year we're going to be a bit earlier, for several reasons. I have to be out of the country around the time that we usually have it. So we're coming in a little earlier this year, July 23rd, Pratigate Park. As I was saying, I don't think that the field will be completed by now and July. We know there was a lot of work stoppage given the fact of all the snowstorms that we had, and the ground was just really hard and stuff. I think they have started back, but we want to do a sports day kind of, field day kind of thing, egg and spoon for the little kiddies. I love to see them. Sack races, all relays, all those things that, as kids we once enjoyed. So we want to do that. I'm also this year.
Miss,
Yes.
yeah, I was at the time because I know we had it. Is it gonna be from 10 to 3 or 10 to 4?
Yes. 10 to 4.
10 to 4. Okay.
10 to 4, yes. You guys are going to get the flyer tomorrow once I meet with Miss Sinclair and stuff. We are going to do the DOE lunches. I usually do the hot dogs and hamburgers Unfortunately, I'm not going to do that this year because we do not have the donations like we used to do it. Plus, I don't always get the volunteers to help out. It's a lot to do the hot dogs and hamburger grilling. NYPD is not there like they used to. Last year, East Flatbush Village, phenomenal, phenomenal. They stepped in and they helped. The other big problem I have is getting grills, right, in order to do this. So it takes, it's a lot because then the kids don't want to eat the box lunches because they prefer the hot dogs and the hamburgers. I don't blame them, but it's just, every year trying to do it to get donations in order to do it, it's becoming more and more difficult, and people are giving less and less as they used to. So I am thinking we are just going to, go back to what we did, make it easier. I think there's a couple of new things on the DOE menu, something they said about barbecue. So hopefully there's some good stuff in there. The last thing I want to talk about quickly for like a minute in the next, we got 3 minutes.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Hi. It's
Name?
Terry Smith.
Yes, Miss
No,
Smith.
this is Terry. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, do we have a 501c?
No, we do not. That is our
Oh,
biggest problem, but we are working on
it,
it. I am
okay,
actually on the committee that is working to reinvent that process.
that would
This was
be
one of
because
the things.
Costco wouldn't have given us. Yeah, all we would
Listen,
have to do is pull an
I know.
application with Costco and they'll give us hot dogs and we could go buy
Yeah,
what we need to buy, hamburgers, hot dogs, buns. Okay. That's good that we're
yeah,
working toward that.
yeah.
Okay.
We're working towards it. It was one of the things that Rudy was working on also to we had
Okay.
one previously, but it sunsetted. And we needed to clear that and do another one.
Okay.
So I am
Okay, wonderful.
hoping, yes.
By 2027, we should be good to go.
I hope so. I hope so. I am going to depend on the lawyer to get us there.
Right. Okay, because it does
Get
take
us there.
time going
Yes,
through the federal government to apply for
yes,
that.
it does.
Yes.
And we
Okay.
started this process last year. So yeah,
Right. Okay.
hopefully it all works out. Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I'll be willing to make a donation if needed. Chips,
thank
hot
you.
dogs, whatever's needed.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. All right. You're
Um,
welcome.
so now into new business. Any other questions around the essay writing competition or youth happening? And Kamara, just know that I know I did not forget Brooklyn Bodega. I do have them, down to get us the books because we're going to do the arts and crafts table. What else am I trying to get here? I'm trying to get a clown and face painting free of charge. So if you know anyone who does that stuff, especially the face painting, please, let us know. I would just like the day to be so interactive with just so much stuff for the kids to do to enjoy themselves that day. So if you have any ideas about games that they can play, I think either elite learners or East Flatbush Village bring the big board games, the Connect Four and the what's that one that topples down? Jenga? Jenga?
General. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So they bring those big games and stuff and the kids play with them also. New business. So, I'm working with some young folks they came to me and asked that they wanted to do maybe a 6-week program of teaching graphic designs to some young people. they're working to get the curriculum and the program together. They need a space, so they asked, if we will be able to get them a space. Either I'm trying to see if it could be at a school, maybe at the Shirley Chisholm Center. They do have a computer lab in there. That would be great. I don't have all the details, but as soon as I do, I will certainly share it with you to get your feedback. They're different, it will be different applications that they will be learning the basis of graphic design. They're going to bring in, you know, different people who work in the field in different areas like marketing strategy and photography and, social media and stuff. Just to teach them the ins and outs. These kids are very tech savvy, so they're looking at it from an entrepreneurial lens for young people. So I think the age group is middle school to high school. They said they wanted to start off about 10 to 15 young people. Just this would be, a Flagstaff program, see how it goes, and if it's something that they would be able to continue doing, like another session maybe in the fall. And you could do it in like summer, fall, maybe spring, something like that, or what. But I'm waiting to see more of what the design looks like, who would be willing to partner with us with this. I think they said 6 weeks, but it would be once a week. That hasn't been determined for the full, whether it be 1 day, 2 days a week, or 3, or what. But all those details are coming. Okay.
You can put me down. Oh, it's Melissa Judd again. You can put me down as a partner for that. We definitely are interested in bringing, things to our program that you don't normally we don't normally have access to. So you can put me down. And I have a venue, I have a space, I have students, so
okay,
we can definitely partner.
I love this. I love this. Love it. Love it. Any other questions, concerns, comments?
Yes, Ms. Grandison, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Wharton.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
When it comes to the youth event, I would definitely like to help in any way I can. Rudy was a dear friend of mine,
Oh, he was. Oh, okay.
very dear friend of mine. I've been coaching kids in basketball for like the last 17 years, middle school, high school. So I used to put my youths in his tournaments. So me and Rudy have a long,
Okay.
we have a long history. So anything for Rudy, I'm gonna call the office and I'll get more involved with you, and
Yes.
anything for Rudy and the youth.
I'm gonna drop. Thank you so much. I'm gonna drop my number in the chat so that you can give me. All right, let me just get off this screen so you can. And my also my email.
Okay.
Anyone else? Any questions?
Mr. Alonso, yes.
Yes.
That Mr. Wharton mentioned that. I know I was away last year. So, but do we still have problem getting like a DJ? Because I was
Yes.
wondering if Mr.
I need a
Wharton could work
DJ.
with that. So
Okay.
Mr. Wharton, was it Mr. Wharton that was speaking before? That's he's a
Yes,
friend of
it
Rudy.
was Mr. Wharton.
Yes, I was wondering if he knows of a DJ that would be willing to volunteer the time.
I don't. I would have to look into that. That's not really my area, but I can ask. It's no problem. Definitely.
No, because I know sometimes Rudy have the tournament and they have DJs or DS. So that's what I was wondering.
Right. I didn't know none of the details, but I can ask for you. That's not a problem. I definitely can ask.
Okay, I appreciate that. I know that I did Elite Learners or E Flatbush. Some of their kids DJ, so I'm gonna put in an ask there also.
elite learners have one, but if they're available, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely put the word for you too, also, Mr. Tate.
Thank you. Was there someone else that was asking a question or had a
Monica
comment?
Brown, Miss Grandison, just a comment in terms of
Yes,
coordination of how we get email. I'm getting like, I don't know if it anybody else, but I'm getting like double emails. You know, might get
Okay.
from Miss Sinclair, I got from somebody else there regarding different meetings. So I don't know if maybe you talk to Miss Fraser or whatever, but I think there are too many emails coming out for the same thing that I am
For
getting.
the same
Yes.
that you're getting. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Miss Sinclair, let's talk about that tomorrow.
I'm sorry, I missed it. What were we talking about?
Miss McCain Brown is saying that she's getting too many emails of the same repetitive emails.
Yes.
Yeah, Ms. Robinson, I don't know if you saw the last two emails with the flyers that I sent you.
Okay.
Repetitive emails from me, Ms. Brown.
For instance, I got something, say, from Miss Lyons, then I got from Miss Sinclair. Then I got something today from Miss Sinclair, and I got from somebody on the committee. Okay, not necessarily. So I just think it's repetition.
Okay.
If it's Miss Sinclair designated person, well, that's it. Or if Miss Lyons is designated, well, that's it. I don't think I should be getting the same information for the same thing from two different people.
Yeah.
No, I
Actually, what
understand. It
happened
just
today?
also depends on if you're on multiple committees. So both myself and Ms. Lyons cover different committees. So sometimes we send it out to the committee members that we cover. So if you're on multiple, that could be the reason why you're getting.
What happened today is CK Price responded to all. Also, that's why we got it a third time. Yeah, because
Yes.
I did get that
Okay.
one, because when I saw CK Price, I was, yes, he responded to all. I didn't say
Okay.
anything.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay. So just quickly, Mr. Tate just sent me a flyer this Saturday. May 16th to June 20th. Yeah. Learn photography, tell your story, showcase your voice for youth ages 13 to 18. I'm going to have Miss Sinclair send that out. I forward it to me. I'm going to send it to her with the details and what to expect. Hands-on photography training, photo walks in the community, learn lighting, composition, and storytelling, work with professional photographers in a program community exhibit. So it runs from May 16th to June 20th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Oh, that sounds good. Slots are limited, so apply now. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. And then the other one is childcare. Good news, New York City is expanding access to childcare vouchers. Okay, and we have that information. So I'm going to forward these to Miss Sinclair, and she's going to make a packet and send to you guys tomorrow. Okay, Mr. Tate, I'll get these out. Is there where it's 9:10? I don't want to keep anyone later. Any other questions or comments from anyone?
CK Price here again.
Yes, Mr. Price.
I just wanted to say I may know someone who might be interested in assisting with the graphic design courses.
Okay.
I know that they've taught courses themselves. If that might be of interest.
Okay. Just send me the information and
Sure,
I
I'll
will.
check with them. Also,
Yes.
I would like to help with youth happening this summer. I don't know if I'll be able to.
Okay.
But I want you to know that I am interested in trying. If not at the actual event, perhaps I can do something with the planning.
Yes, that would be great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is always needed. Anyone else? Okay. If not, it is now 9:11, p.m. Thank you guys for coming out, sharing the night with us, especially with me. Appreciate all of you. Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I, George State, make a motion to adjourn the committee meeting at 9:11 p.m.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
Simone Monet has second.
Thank you all. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Have a great weekend.
And blessed evening, everyone.
You also bless, walk safe.
Take care.
Have a good night. Good night.
Good night. Miss Sinclair, thank you so much. Have a good night.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.